Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is, huh?
Woo-woo! Let's go. Climb the hump and make every day a Wednesday. Whew. I remember waking up age 25, cold sweat, staring up at the ceiling, because I knew that overnight something in my brain had changed. I was totally a different human being. First thing, of course, I thought was, and I told you this in an earlier episode, I have to get my kids. But the second thing that I realized in that moment in time was that I had made a lot of bad decisions. And I was in a deep, deep hole that was gonna take years to climb out of. And I clearly understood that. So I know some of you out there in a situation where you're in a hole and you want to get out of it and you don't know which route to take and you don't see any hope. So today, let me give you 3 quick fundamentals to help you climb up out of that hole. Fundamental number 1, get started. Yeah. It may require you to mentally transform your brain into that of an 18-year-old that's just graduating high school. See, and I don't mean, of course, you never can be 18 again, but I mean you have to go back so you can have the patience and understand that it's going to take time for you to get to that next level. So you have to, it's going to be harder because at 18, your 18-year-old version, you have a lot of responsibilities. And I kind of think back to as my kids got a little bit older when I was raising them. And if you don't know the story, I have 4 kids, 3 girls and a boy that I raised as a single parent. I set them down as they got a little bit older and I told them, I said, listen to me, we got to have a real deep conversation, because I feel you guys are old enough to understand that when I made the decision to do the right thing and man up and raise you, I put basically my life and my career that I had going on hold. So once you graduate, we will get you in college, but I need you to understand that I will not be available because I'm gonna be doing me. See, the choices I made when I was just a little bit older than you are now created this huge mess that only I can clean up. So I need you to do the right things. And number 1, don't get addicted to drugs. Number 2, don't have babies when you can't afford them, hence the situation we're in right now. Number 3, don't get in trouble with the law, because I won't have time to deal with that ignorance. I'm going to be too busy. And so that conversation was had. It turned out the way it turned out, but I got started. Yeah, I got my college degree at 43. So if we subtract 18 from 43 from 18, 18 from 43, 25. So basically it took me 25 years to get a college degree, but not really, because I didn't get started at 18. I got started way later in life. But basically 4 years after my oldest daughter graduated, I got my college degree because I got started. So you have to get started. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't look for the perfect time. Figure out what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to stop doing drugs, smoking, drinking, whatever the case may be. You got to get started. Fundamental number 2, take baby steps. Enjoy the small wins along the way. I was talking to this young man today. He had just recently graduated high school. He's working at this place. And I asked him, are you in school or anything? He said, no, I'm not in school right now. I started college, but I wasn't focused. And I said, listen to me. Time is not going to wait on you to get focused. I understand what you're doing. I said, you have 1 or 2 choices. You either get on a job that you can look and see a career in the future and take that route, or you need to be in school. And that don't mean you have to go, if you're not ready to take 4 classes a semester, hey, baby steps. Take 1, do an online class, do a night class. Okay? You will be amazed at what happens once you take action. 1 class makes it easier for you to take 2 classes. 2 classes makes it easier for you to take 3 classes. And before you know it, you got your degree and you're on to the next level. But you have to celebrate each baby step, celebrate each win. So enrolling in college, win. celebrate it. If you're trying to lose weight, the first day that you don't eat a whole bunch of chocolate cake, celebrate it. Trying to stop smoking, first day you stop smoking, celebrate it. And just take the baby steps and celebrate those small wins. And before you know it, you have climbed up out of that hole. So we're gonna take baby steps and we're gonna celebrate the small wins. Fundamental number 3, stay consistent and be patient. So no matter what hole you gotta climb out of, it is going to be tedious. It is going to take a long time. And you have to basically create the ladder. And guess what happens once you create the ladder? You have to take the first step. Hey, do me a favor. Don't get caught up looking up the ladder, because you might have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 steps that you have to take before you can even nudge your head up out of the ground. Okay? But that will kill your momentum. That will kill your motivation. So do not look up the ladder. But you just stay consistent by taking daily action, and be patient and realize that one day will turn into 2, and 2 days will turn into 3, and then you turn into a week, and then it turns into a month, then a month turns into a year, and before you know it, you like that groundhog poking your head up out of the ground because you've climbed up out of that hole. This just hit me the other day like crazy. Me and my wife went to the Tulsa State Fair, and we were walking around. It was a nice day. And everything was just easy and everything was calm. And it hit me. And I just said, this is crazy, because I'm here now and I can afford to be here. It's easy. I can buy as many corn dogs as I want. I can ride as many rides as I want. And we can just have a good time, play all the games I want to play. But I remember the day when I was so deep in the hole. And I got 4 kids. And every year the kids want to go to the fair. And I found a way to get them to the fair, but there was so many limitations. So many things they couldn't do. So many things we couldn't do. They wanted to mega ride pass or whatever the case. We had to figure it out. We had to budget. But I was in a deep hole. But I didn't allow it to make me depressed. I counted and accepted each blessing that God gave us. And we made it through. But I'm telling you, the difference between when I had the kids and we were trying to go to the fair and when I'm going to the fair now, night and day. Because I took all of those necessary steps to get myself up out of the hole. And if I can do it, you can do it. This your partner Playya 1G, aka Freddy Fri, your PushaMan, pushing you to achieve the greatness you have within. I could have took the easy route, but there is no easy route. Grind hard daily, and until next week, climb the hump and make every day a Wednesday. And it's now my duty to transform. Okay, studio session. Hey, this is part 1, classic rips, classic verses. Stepping in the booth. Hey, cover me. I'm going in on deep cover. Dre and Snoop, classic. This ain't easy. See if I can knock this out in one take though. You ready, Mr. Mark?
Ready.
Let's get it.
Come on.
Whew, this a monster. Had to dig in the crates deep for this one. What you got? Classic rip, part 1. Let's get it. Greatness DNA driven. If you're trapping crack, bro, that ain't really living. On this classic rip, R.I.P. to my compo. Hope they get my point, no bull. Rondo, cunning like Rando. Hams pull, hamstrings, flows on flu. Hope your students got your vaccine shots, never take them. Mentally focused. Boys got buzz like a cicada locust. Game time, bro, did you boys do your stretches? Beggars always Dallas, like they live in Texas. Home run hitter like them LA Dodgers. Slackers pass errands like they last name Rogers. Green Bay Packer hustle hard for the cheese. When you're living right, doors open, no keys. Need it, hope you get my point like stick pins. Smiles, everyone got flair like Rick and flash like photo Quasimodo, no hunchback. Dave, girl, they loved and respected, you can trust that. Even through the hard times, she kept grinning. Status social media, hashtag winning.